Welcome to the Dungeon of the Abyss. Find the stairs if you want to feel sunshine on your skin again. It sounds ominous, doesn't it? These are the first words that greet you when you start Pocket Rogue. But don't worry, because soon enough you are reassured. You will not die if you are defeated. Instead, you'll be thrown into a dust chute and go back to the beginning floor, where you will quite likely feel compelled to try again, ready for a new adventure. Pocket Rogue, subtitled Simple Roguelike, not to be confused with Pocket Rogues, so plural, is exactly what it says on the proverbial box. A simple roguelike that you can carry in your pocket, so on your mobile phone. A mobile game? Well, yes indeed, we're going to talk about a mobile game today, but one that is a bit different. There are no microtransactions, no obtrusive ads, and no mindless clicking. It's simply a game to have fun playing. So, is it fun? Okay, let's see. True to its self-titled roguelike genre, the game is a dungeon crawler, where most of the elements are procedurally generated. So even if some things might be familiar, each playthrough will be different. It's a single-player game and you control just one character, which you can name yourself, but you can't customize any of the other stats directly, and you have no class, race, or good or evil affiliation. You're just an @, a regular character, pun intended, who accidentally ended up in a dungeon and must find their way out. All the actions are turn-based, giving you time to think of your strategy or to just relax and have a cup of tea or whatever else you fancy. Speaking of tea, after a good roam through the dungeons, bashing enemies with your sword, you will start to feel a rumbling in your tummy. Here is where you should find a nice clean boulder to sit on and have a break to eat some of your provisions. Let's hope you picked up that food from 2 floors ago. Your inventory can hold only 12 items, so you can just take everything you find with you. You can equip a sword, a shield, a bow, and a ring, and they can all have special powers such as poisoning an enemy or putting them to sleep, reducing your fatigue, or revealing the traps around you. And if you have an extra item that you can't use, you can throw it at an enemy's noggin. You'd be surprised just how much damage a tiny ring can do. You'll also run into some useful potions, maybe some sake to cheer you up, to douse the evil spirits with, and plenty of magic scrolls. Find a confused scroll and you'll have a room full of disoriented monsters running around. Fun stuff. I will let you discover all of these cool items yourself. And the farther you get in the dungeon, the more powerful gear and enemies you'll find. There will usually be a gradual progression of the difficulty of the enemies, but you might be surprised by a dragon in room 1, just to keep you on your toes. And let's not forget the mandatory traps and hidden passages. I didn't mention the word character before. Similarly to the original Rogue, the graphics are entirely ASCII text characters. You, the adventurer, are an @. The walls are dashes and pipes, and the enemies are represented by the capital initial of their name. So, the dragon is a D, the hobgoblin is an H, and the assassin cat is an A. Well, yes, there is an assassin cat. I like to imagine it as a small regular house cat, but with ninja-like reflexes and a scary hiss. Well, that was just me. There isn't any artwork for any of the characters, places, or items in the game, but we can picture them in our minds. And as one of my friends once said, imagination is the most powerful GPU ever made, and I couldn't agree more. I did mention it was a simple game, didn't I? But it still has lots of charm and some humor as well. Whenever you are defeated, you are presented with a funny story of how it happened. Here's one now. Vampires sunk their fangs into the adventurer's neck. Thanks to that, low back pain cured. Oh, if only! It's been bothering me for days now. Ah, there is also music in the game, quite pleasant and fitting in fact, from soothing songs to more alert and ominous ones as you go deeper into the dungeon and encounter tougher and tougher enemies. The sound effects too are the right kinds of bashes and clangs you can expect in a place like that. I did say before that there are no obtrusive ads, and that is true. You can, however, watch ads at the in-game shop that will appear once in a while between the levels, giving you the option to heal, get items, or to simply walk away and carry on your journey without watching a single ad. It's not going to be easy, but there are some heroic and tougher than nails adventurers who have reached floor 50, the exit, without any aid whatsoever. But not everyone is that fantastic, and some of us do fail along the way. When your character is first defeated, you will also have an offer if you want to watch an ad to be resurrected on the same spot. But just once. If a dragon or bat gets you after that in one hit, down you go through the dust chute back to level 1. Without all of your experience points or items, of course. There must be some strong magic going on in that dust chute, resetting and erasing everything. Very well then. It sounds all fine and dandy, but how to get the game? Well, as of the making of this video, it's available for free in the Google Play Store for Android devices running Android version 6 and up. It doesn't seem to be ported to any other platforms for now. Looking at the reviews on Google Play, a lot of people praise the game for the easy learning curve, yet still challenging gameplay. They call it very nostalgic, reminiscing of the 8-bit era, and even some go as far as saying that it's one of the best roguelikes on mobile. If there are any complaints or bug reports, the dev usually responds politely and does indeed fix issues that come up, and there have still been recent updates and improvements as of 2024. It's a small game made by a small team, and it shows that they put a lot of care into making it fun for the player. As for me, this game is one of the mainstays on my phone, one of the few that never gets uninstalled and which I still play from time to time. It was one of my comfort games when life was a bit too tough, and even nowadays its music makes my troubles feel a little bit more manageable. Like I could take things one at a time and improve bit by bit, just like in the game, until I would finally manage to defeat even a dragon. It's a simple game, yet also lots of fun, and I encourage you to give it a try.